Hi, this is Gunjan Drover, and today we will talk about the top performing mutual funds. We will talk about their performance from 1st Jan 2021 to 30th June 2021. We will also talk about how they have performed over long term and what is their expense ratio. That is, the kharcha that goes from your pocket. As I have told you earlier as well, mutual funds are basically an indirect way of investing in the stock market and one of the most popular methods used by the Indians for investment. Mutual funds are like a fund or an investment vehicle where a large number of people pool in their money and a professional fund manager invests that amount in a financial instrument. It is especially beneficial to those who don't have the time to study the stock markets or don't know much about the markets, don't understand them well enough. Yet, they want inflation-beating returns that are better than the bank FDs. Sure, there is some risk involved in mutual funds, but it is less than investing in equity. And over long term, the risk decreases proportionately. One of the prime advantages of mutual funds is that you can also do SIP, which hedges your risk against the market. Now, there are different categories of mutual funds: large cap, mid cap, small cap, ELSS, flexi cap funds, focus funds, etc. Today, we will talk about the best performing funds in each of these categories. So let's start with the large cap funds. These are equity funds that invest a major proportion of their total assets in large cap companies, the big blue chip companies. So obviously, the risk is less compared to small cap and mid cap and the returns are steadier. And these are the top 3 performing mutual funds in this category. On number 3, there's Mahindra Manulife Large Cap Pragati Yojana Direct Plan Growth. It has given 18.91% return in the last 6 months and a CAGR of 18.93% per annum since 2019 when the fund started. Its expense ratio is 0.79%, which is the lowest among the 3. On number 2, there's Tata Large Cap Fund Direct Plan Growth. This has given a return of 19.39% in the last 6 months and a CAGR of 13.48% per annum in the last 5 years. Its expense ratio is 1.72%, which is quite high. On the first spot is Franklin India Blue Chip Fund Direct Growth. This has given a return of 21.94% in 6 months and a CAGR of 12.58% per annum in the last 5 years. Its expense ratio is 1.17, which is lower than Tata but still on the higher side. Next, we talk about mid-cap funds. These funds invest majority of their total assets in equity and equity-related instruments of mid-cap companies. That's like medium-sized companies. They can give higher returns than large cap funds but are more volatile and more prone to risk than large cap. But then less volatile than small cap and offer lower returns too. It's all about the risk and reward ratio. So mid cap has moderate risk and moderate rewards. On number 3, there's Quant Mid Cap Fund Direct Plan Growth. It has given a return of 33.54% in the last 6 months and a CAGR of 19.48% per annum in the last 5 years. Its expense ratio is 0.5%, which is quite good. On number 2, there's Mahindra Manulife Midcap Unnati Yojana Direct Plan Growth. This has given a return of 34% in the last 6 months and a CAGR of 21.31% per annum in the last 3 years. Its expense ratio is 0.79. On the number 1 position is PGIM India Midcap Opportunities Fund Direct Plan Growth. This has given a return of 34.51% in 6 months and a CAGR of 20.75% per annum in the last 5 years. Expense ratio is 0.41%, which is quite good. Next, we talk about the small cap funds. These funds invest majority of their total assets in small cap companies. There's a lot of scope for growth in these companies, but the risk is high too. Let's talk about the top 3 performing mutual funds in this category. Let's talk about the top 3 performing mutual funds in the small cap category. On number 3 is HDFC Small Cap Fund Direct Plan Growth. It has given a return of 42.73% in the last 6 months and a CAGR of 20.35% per annum in the last 5 years. Expense ratio is 0.87, which is on the higher side. On the second spot, we have Tata Small Cap Fund Direct Plan Growth. It has given a return of 46.43% in 6 months and a CAGR of 31.14% since November 2018. Its expense ratio is 0.45, which is quite good. And on the top spot, we have Quant Small Cap Direct Plan Growth. It has given a return of 63.87% in 6 months and a CAGR of 21.98% in the last 5 years. Its expense ratio is 0.5, which is again good. Next, we talk about ELSS, that's Equity Linked Saving Schemes. These are your tax-saving equity mutual funds. you get a tax exemption of up to 1,50,000 on your annual taxable income under Section 80C of the Income Tax Act. But there's also a lock-in of 3 years. You also get long-term capital gain benefits after 3 years, and the income you generate from this will be taxed at 10%. And the top 3 performing funds in this category are: on number 3, there's DSP Tax Saver Fund Direct Plan Growth. It has given a return of 24.32% in the last 6 months and a CAGR of 17.76% per annum in the last 5 years. Expense ratio is 0.85%. On number 2 spot, we have IDFC Tax Advantage Fund, Direct Plan Growth. It has also given a return of 30.68% in 6 months and a CAGR of 18.31% per annum in the last 5 years. Expense ratio is 0.9, which is on the higher side. And on the top spot, we have Quant Tax Plan Direct Plan Growth. It has given a return of 41.35% in the last 6 months and a compounded return of 24.89% per annum in the last 5 years. Its expense ratio is 0.5%, which is the lowest among the 3 and pretty good. Next, we talk about the Flexi Cap funds. These are open-ended mutual funds that invest in large cap, mid cap and small cap companies. Basically a mix of all the companies. Flexi Cap funds have to invest at least 65% amount in equity instruments. Let's check out their performance. On the 3rd spot, we have HDFC Flexi Cap Fund Direct Plan Growth. It has given a return of 23.49% in 6 months and a CAGR of 14.25% per annum in the last 5 years. Its expense ratio is 1.15%, which is pretty high. On the 2nd spot, we have PGIM India Flexi Cap Fund Direct Plan Growth. It has given a return of 24.76% in 6 months and CAGR for the last 5 years is 20.33% per annum. Expense ratio is 0.35%, which is very good. And on the top spot, BOI AXA Flexi Cap Fund Direct Plan Growth with a return of 27.11% in the last 6 months and a CAGR of 77.55% per annum since July 2020. Expense ratio is 1.17%, which is the highest among the 3. And last but not the least, we talk about the focused funds. It is an open-ended equity scheme investing in maximum 30 stocks, where the scheme needs to mention where it intends to focus. That is the multi-cap, large cap, mid-cap, small cap, etc. The minimum investment in equity and equity-related instruments shall be 65% of the total assets. Now let's look at the focused top performer funds. Franklin India Focused Equity Fund Direct Growth is there at the 3rd spot with 24.78% return in 6 months and a CAGR of 15.52% per annum in the last 5 years. Expense ratio is 1.07, which is quite high. On the 2nd spot is Quant Focused Fund Direct Plan Growth. It has given 25.79% return in 6 months and a CAGR of 16.35% over 5 years. Expense ratio is 0.5, which is pretty good. And on the top spot, we have Mahindra Manulife Focused Equity Yojana Direct Plan Growth with a 25.89% return in the last 6 months and a CAGR of 38.88% per annum since November 2020. Expense ratio is also lower than the other 2. So I hope all this information helps you choose the fund that is right for you. We are not promoting any particular mutual fund and all of this is just for educational purposes. Always look at the fund history, the expense ratio and the returns generated over the years and read the offer documents carefully before investing. On that note, here's me Gunjan signing off. Bye-bye. Take care, keep calm and invest on.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing. Please read the risk disclosure documents carefully before investing in equity shares, derivatives, mutual fund, and or other instruments traded on the stock exchanges.